Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, Aries, I wanted to go ahead before we trade out this backdrop. I wanted to get you guys one last message here. And it is all focusing more on kind of what is Aries like destined life path? What is. What is the life path Aries should get to have? I'm sorry, you guys. I was afraid my pup might be barky, so I did a couple of other videos and I didn't do them live like this. And then I was like, no, he's quiet. And sure enough, Aries, baby, come here. You did good. Come here, my big boy. Sorry, he's yeah, you're a good boy. He's in high protector mode today. But given the fact that of course our character always has free will, but what does the cosmos say Aries has like the life path that they're entitled to, the good stuff, the kind of things that Aries should get to enjoy in their life, should they choose to kind of like receive it, accept it, make choices for these things. We've got a Three of Cups and we have a Queen of Wands. Aries should feel sexy. Aries should look in the mirror and know that they are extremely desirable. They should have good friends around them, particularly maybe around harvest time, around October. Aries might really start to realize that they do have, even if it's a small core group, this Aries might recognize that, you know what, I really do have some people that are near and dear to me. Maybe it's siblings, maybe it's friends, you know, having just one or two people that we really, have a bond to. I mean, I think that's gold. I think we're very rich if we have even one person in our life that we go, I know that that person really cares about me and I really care about them. Aries might not have a huge expanded social network of people that they really, really, really trust, but this is them identifying the fact that I do have a couple, don't I? Yeah, I sure do. The other thing that Aries should be welcoming into their life fairly soon is partnership. If this Aries has not yet found like that long-term lover who thinks that the sun rises and sets on them and vice versa, that is something that is coming into Aries world. This new feeling of like self-acceptance and knowing that Aries is attractive, that could be kind of new because she does have the butterfly wings on. So it could be that Aries is reaching a point in their life where they're just really accepting like, I like who I am. I'm okay with me being who I am. I don't look at myself and look at flaws. I look at myself and I see myself as a beautiful human being. As I mean, I look at everybody else as beautiful. Why would I never have afforded myself the same, you know, um, like kind assessment? Sometimes the people we are the cruelest to is ourselves, right? Looking in the mirror and always just pointing out what we don't like, or oh, this eyebrow is the wrong shape. This is, this too many pounds. If I was 3 pounds lighter, then I could like myself. This Aries is like, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. I'm not caught up in any of that. I love who I am. If my hair is wavy, I love it. If my hair is straight, I love it. I'm okay being who I am. I find myself knowing that I am lovable just as I am. That's a very lovely, like, energy of self acceptance. And I don't know that our Aries had that before. They do now, though. Annie S., Bruce Reed, so good to see everyone. Congratulations, Annie. I am so happy for you, love. All right, we have got the Fool in the reverse. We've got the Six of Swords upright. We've got the Seven of Pentacles upright. All of this is starting to look very much like oh, Annie, we'll get to Capricorn late tonight, okay, babe? I got to get caught up on these other zodiacs first. We got 3 more to do, and then late tonight, I'll see you for Capricorn, just for you. But we have not like really a life change per se. It's not that Aries hasn't already been on their life path. They have been. They just needed to fine tune a couple of realizations about themselves. We don't have Aries changing everything. We have them letting go of anchors, letting go of things that held them back. That, yes, we see transformation, but transformation comes with the vision that we have of our own life. I think that Aries has already planted a lot of seeds. This could be somebody who's, let's say they've lived in the same town their whole life. And instead of being like, oh man, I should really leave, I should start my whole life over if I'm really going to transform things. No, we don't have to leave in order to change our vision of things. We might say, you know how great it is? I have like 45 years in one place. I have 22 years in one place. Look at the like how invested I am in this community. Look at how much time and energy I put into like renovating my house. Maybe this is only 7 years, but wherever Aries is, they're realizing I have like lifted the pressures off of me, saying that I should leave, I should go someplace else, I must have to go out into the world and do something big and brave and unexpected. Now Aries is like, wait a minute, there's a lot to be said for planting and developing and nurturing right where you are. Aries doesn't have to change anything in their world. Rather, this is about them embracing what they've already begun and really focusing on nurturing, feeding, and watering exactly what they've got. This is like, there's so many ways to spruce up what we already have, right? This is like, we don't have to go out and buy new planters if we want to, like, let's say we want to spruce up the inside of our house. We don't have to change everything. We might buy some spray paint and spray some planters or spray some frames and rearrange how we're hanging things on our walls and what accent, house plants we put in which corner. But if we want to change everything, sometimes all it takes is $5 worth of spray paint and we can alter our whole house. Sometimes it's feng shui. It's we just move our couch to this other side of the room and it changes the energy in a space. Investing in what we already have instead of saying we have to toss everything out and get fresh, get new. All of that is like such a wonderful energy for our Aries to be able to like accept and visualize. I think they were stuck for a while thinking that they had to reinvent themselves somehow, when really they just needed to realize that they've already developed so much, and that's a beautiful thing, and invest further, not retreat from things. Same thing with relationships here. Caitlin B, you sweetheart, thank you so much, baby. You are so kind, so generous. Thank you for that, love. This just looks so beautiful. Like our character is developing the relationships that they already have. They may choose to spend more time with old friends. They may choose to spend more time with family members, not less. I love the fact that we're getting such a different vibe on this. Each zodiac has had a very different message so far, but I love the fact that Aries is actually like, I want to like settle my booty on into my chair and be like, I'm getting comfy here. I'm rooting myself into where I actually enjoy being. And I don't have to feel like I'm ashamed of that. This is so awesome because with the Page of Wands, which is normally that first spark of, interest, a hobby, something that I want to do. Yes, I do think that Aries was feeling like everything was like Groundhog Day, or they were feeling like everything had dried up, their inspiration had dried up. Sometimes we do have to let ourselves get excited about a new, fresh spark of inspiration. But instead of leaving everything behind, this says Aries already has everything with them. This new spark of inspiration doesn't come from them needing to leave. It comes from them needing to invest more fully in the life that they already have. Page of Cups, it's turning a page in their chapter of life. And with this Seven of Cups, it's about all the different options on how we could live our very same life. I will tell you, okay, I'll use this as an example. So you guys know I dress for backdrops, right? If I were in, the wrong color, if I were in like lemon yellow, well, I could probably get away with a little bit of yellow in this. But let's say maybe a bright orange wouldn't work in front of this backdrop, right? I wouldn't probably have even tried that, but I did try other colors. And this is actually kind of a little bit of a tougher one to dress for. You can do blue, you can do white, you can do pink, you can do purple. And maybe I could have gotten away with yellow if I, blended the right colors. But I do take time, because this is like, I'm a storyteller in front of a set. I'm on a stage is how I view it. And I want the stage to have the colors and things that carry the message that I'm looking for. And so I spend some time with that. And it means every day I have to consider, and I'll put stuff on and be like, that doesn't work at all. Off that goes. Let's swap. Sometimes the jewelry is like totally clashing and I have to swap that, because you have to revamp stuff. But what's kind of cool is that with the wardrobe that I have, if you rotate stuff and mix and match, you can still do a lot with what you've got. You don't have to go out and buy all new clothes or new jewelry. You use it differently depending on what the theme is, what the backdrop is. And sometimes just mixing and matching things, putting our set together, putting the design of our life together, and mixing and matching, putting it together differently gives us the appearance of something new when in fact it's not new. It's just utilized in a different way. I guess I could wear a scarf around my neck, or I could tie it up in my hair. There's so many different things you can do with what you've already got. And that's what the big message is here, to turn a page, to feel refreshed, to feel re-inspired by one's own life. This says all Aries has to do is shuffle some things around. And they are, honestly, I think, giving themselves creative, like permission to shuffle things around for what they already have, but also keep investing with what they've already got instead of going out and buying new. That is another thing that's going to be really valuable. Especially, I'm almost feeling like Aries' life partner is somebody that they may already know, or they may already be in a relationship. And it's like, you know what? There are so many great things about my partner that maybe I haven't taken enough time lately to truly welcome in. Maybe I've been dating somebody, but I wasn't super satisfied. Maybe because I didn't feel like, do I trust that they think I'm that sexy? Maybe we need the spark back in our life, but maybe it's because I need to realize this person wants to be with me. What the heck have I been doing? Being like, nah, I don't know if we're going to make it. I'm not sure if there's that much attraction. Maybe it's a mindset shift. Or maybe there's somebody that Aries has been attracted to, but hasn't wanted to gravitate toward because they didn't feel that confident, that sexy in themselves. Now they're like, I feel super sexy. I can absolutely go after whomever and whatever I want. And everything I already have is valuable. Sandy Martin, thank you so much. Oh my God, Sandy, that is so generous. Thank you, Angel. That is unbelievably kind. Thank you so much for that incredible donation. Thanks, Sandy. This feels so, I don't know, just so beautiful that Aries doesn't have to worry that they're somehow supposed to go out into the world and do all these huge things. They're already doing huge things. Their life is already amazing. The people that are near and dear to them are already very important. The lover that they may want to really invest with, love is not elusive. It's actually, this Aries is a freaking catch. Let me tell you, this Aries is a freaking catch. And it was time that they look in the mirror and see that about themselves. It's really beautiful to see. All it takes is looking at our life with a different lens, and our contentment is off the charts, and our ability to, excel is off the charts. That is such a refreshing message, and it's not one that we get a whole lot. Oftentimes we get things that are, encouraging characters that they have to go off and change everything. This actually says Aries is on the cusp of having like a pretty massive breakthrough also. They've been working hard in some avenue of their life all this time. They're hitting like a point of genuine mastery. And it doesn't matter what this character's, life's work has been. This could be a side hobby. This could be Aries has been, singing karaoke casually for a while, but they're about to nail their ultimate karaoke song. And that could be a big turning point. Hell, maybe they're going to blow up and go viral, for their one karaoke song. Something here, they're on the cusp of a real achievement. And so it says, don't stop doing the things that are already innately part of your world, part of your gifts. You don't have to change who you are to be incredibly successful. Ace of Swords. You also don't have to change who and what you are already doing in order to see like where financial abundance can come from. This is an Aries who maybe has a lot more avenues of making good money doing what they're already currently doing. Sometimes all we have to do is brush up or fine tune just a little something. And it's like, oh my God, why didn't I see it? That opportunity was sitting there, right there, like the unplucked perfect pear off of a pear tree. And it was sitting there this whole time. What I've already done is amazing. I just needed to promote it in a certain way, or I just needed to, identify that, oh my God, I have this great talent. I have this great idea. All I needed to do was shift slightly to the left with how I package an item or how I present something. And that's where the secret to big, big, big success is. I feel like this Aries has a lot of contentment coming in, but they also have a lot of success. Let's take a look at anything that could be a blockage to this life that they're supposed to be allowed to have, that the universe supports them in having. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. If Aries knows that they have great ideas, but then they immediately squash it and go, nah, that's stupid. This says, Aries, don't throw away any beautiful ideas. Aries' mind is incredible. This is a super intelligent Aries, and they do know their capabilities as well. But if they decide to block their own amazing gifts and ideas, even though they know their idea would work, but they go, no, that's stupid. Uh-uh. That's their only blockages themselves. It's if they choose to say, I probably couldn't make that work. Probably that person isn't attracted to me. Yes, they are. They're looking you up and down, babe. Admit it. Sashay your sexy way right through your life and notice. Don't doubt what is clearly being shown to you. Somebody's turned on by you. Somebody's trying to flirt with you. Don't immediately say, yeah, but they probably wouldn't like me if they got to know me. They probably only like me because today I look slightly less hideous than usual. It's like, oh no, we are not going to talk to ourselves like that. Or, I think they were flirting with me, but they probably really are just like that with everyone. It's like, no, don't squash what you know to be true. As long as Aries doesn't do that, I think that they are golden. I think that they have got so much to look forward to. Oh, I love this story for our Aries. You guys, thank you so much. Caitlin B, you're so amazing. Thank you, babe. Thank you guys so much for giving it a thumbs up, for subscribing. Thank you again, Sandy Martin. That was unbelievably generous. You guys are so incredibly kind. Sabrina, thank you, love. You sweetheart. Caitlin B, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. You're so incredibly generous. Bruce Reed, sweetie, thank you. Any us, I'll see you late tonight for a little Capricorn bonus. It will be quite late, okay? But congratulations, Annias. I'm so happy for your new job. That is wonderful. They are lucky to have you, hon. They are lucky to have you. All right, you guys, take care. I'll see you again. Sabrina, thank you. Your energy is so amazing. Thank you for sharing it with me. Bye, everybody. I'll see you again later. All right, Annie. Bye, guys.